Welcome into Real Talk Wrestling here on Finn's Talk Extra. That's right, you heard it. This is where the content creators create the best content creators create. With me tonight, Miami Clutch PE and El Ginger Americano doing double duty there last weekend, Chris. That was pretty awesome of you. So you called out last week.
I
Called
did.
out, but it's fine.
I had to get ready for my matches.
Yes, she did. Yes, we'll be talking about Money in the Bank. We have a new champion of the show. We'll be talking John Cena, CM Punk, Gunther, maybe some Goldberg, and King and Queen of the Ring. But first, Clutch, you're the new champ. We'll let you go first. How was your Money in the Bank experience?
Well, feels good to be champ. I think I enjoyed the matches. I really enjoyed the women's. The result, obviously, and this is the one that got me the championship, so I'm a little biased. I called Naomi. I saw it coming. I told you last week. I thought she's done such good work at this point in her career to be a heel when she's all for the entire time in WWE. She's been the face that has the glow and the all that stuff, and to just fully turn it, and she's done really good work, and I think she deserves it so much. I just hope that they've been pushing that 100% cash in thing for the women, so I just hope it's not a failed cash in.
We align on that because I'm like, they're saying this a lot, so it's not looking good for Naomi, dude.
Yeah, and then the men's Money in the Bank. I mean, we saw it. I think we saw it coming from a mile away. The way they got there, interesting. I love the Jacob spot because they finally tied it all the way back around with the "I hate you" solo, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then Seth ended up with the win, and now I think LA Knight's gonna be beefing with him now because he crashed Seth's party the other day, or Braun's. Yep. So, and for the singles, I guess I think it was cool because I actually watched I don't know if you caught the Worlds Collide.
Not yet. We were live. Me and Bobby were live doing a pre-show for Money in the Bank during that match.
Yeah. So it was cool because I was watching it, and there was a 6-man tag with who was the guy down faced? No, not Pentagon. Octagon Junior or something. And the way they came about and like, oh, we're gonna do this at Money in the Bank. I was shocked. I was like, wow, they're putting one of the AAA guys on there, and I thought that was cool. And getting Dom some more PLE time, never a bad thing. And I feel like I'm missing a match, but other than the tag team, I mean,
the Becky and Lyra.
Lyra has really grown on me, you know. I think like what she's done after what she did after the match was like, I'm not gonna be this babyface that just takes shit and just like pounds Becky. That I thought that was great. And then, I mean, to keep it short, the tag match, it started off pretty slow for me, but towards the end, I thought it got good, and I liked it. And we obviously got the big surprise, which is like Truth, when we all thought he was gone, and he was, from what I'm seeing, he was actually gone, and they brought him back, and him coming in and actually being a serious character, I think that's new, and I think that's going to be great. Also with the Raw promo, I thought he did some fantastic work.
Yeah. You pretty much nailed everything on the head. I liked everything about the card. Not everything, but I'm not going to be negative today. I really enjoyed Naomi winning because when she first came back to the company, she got dominated in a elimination chamber match. She was like the first one eliminated. She was made like a fool. And I was actually on this network complaining like she did all this work in TNA just for her to come back to be a low-level jobber once again. So what was the point of coming back? She should have stayed in TNA. She would have had a better time on top, yada, yada, yada. Right? That's what I said. And then as the time goes, she's doing her thing. I'm like, they booked her so bad in the beginning that I got tired of her and I stopped defending her. And I said, that's just where she's going to be because we have all these other women coming up. Then she turns heel. And I'm like, a little bit too late, guys. Sorry, nobody cares about Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Nobody. That's how I was. And then she keeps on doing this act, the caution, yada, yada, yada. I'm a heel. okay, I'm buying a little bit. Now, fast forward to Money in the Bank, I'm going, I really want her to win. They're just not going to pull the trigger. That was my reaction going into the match. So I'm happy she won. I'm freaking stoked. So it's about time. They deserve it. Rhea doesn't need it. Roxanne really doesn't need it yet. And those other 3 women, Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Vakira, they don't need it either because they're going in different directions. So it was the right move. I love it. Needs to spice things up over there in SmackDown. SmackDown sucks. It's boring, and I think that she can spice it up with that Money in the Bank contract. Men's match was all. I don't watch SmackDown enough to understand why Solo is like the Samoan Carlton now. Isn't it right? Like I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I was watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air during his acts, during his like his over. Like, has he been doing this for a while? I'm just not seeing it. I don't watch SmackDown. I watch the highlights.
Yes, and I'll tell you what. He was trying when he was in the Bloodline, running the Bloodline and trying to be Roman. That shit did not work. Sorry, Bob. It did not work. And when he started being goofy and less serious, like the rest of like his brothers, it started working. You can see he had some personality. I'm honestly enjoying it more solo, like more often now. And I think that was a change that was needed. And I know it looks goofy, but it's good for the internet. It's good meme, and it's actually good TV for me.
No, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I was just surprised. I'm like, who is this guy? Where does this personality come from? It was pretty cool. So I like that whole situation. Surprised he went through the ladder. Didn't he go through the ladder? He went through the ladder, right?
I'm trying to.
He went through the ladder because Jacob Fatu had a set. It was either way. It was a perfect spot there. So Jacob Fatu is the baby face and Solo remains the heel because nobody was ever. If Solo turned or if Jacob Fatu got turned on, I don't know. There was a situation where for some way Fatu was going to take over the bloodline and remain heel. That was like the way it was in the beginning, what we wanted, but it wouldn't have made sense now. Truth. When he came out, his hoodie showed. I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense because like if you think someone's coming back, they're not going to be an African American person because no one's really you know what I mean? Like, okay, who is this person? Is that Cody? Like, what is that Cody's friend? Whatever. Who the F could this be? Had zero idea. And then when it was Truth, I'm like, they worked us, brother. Like this whole thing was a work. That's what I thought. And then all these news comes out, the rumors come out, all these things, wasn't, right on, man. I'm glad Truth's back. Truth's promo on Raw was freaking awesome. Cut his freaking hair. Like, I'm into real Ron Killings. And I wonder, I'm curious how they're going to book him and how to keep him hot. That's what I'm worried about. How are they going to keep him hot? Chris?
I don't know. I think he's someone that he's going to just have some natural momentum. Everyone's behind him right now. No one likes the way that he went out. I think it was, I feel like the WWE, they heard the voices of their fans. A lot of people were outraged about it. I think we kind of, for once, kind of forced our hand as fans that we weren't okay with the way that he went out. I think he's somebody we're just going to cheer for no matter what at this point. Now that we know, because, he got taken from us out of nowhere. And now we kind of know that he's on a timeline now, that this is probably going to be his last go around. We're all going to be rooting for him. Do you see at some point, at least maybe capping this off, whatever run he's got left, whether it's another 6 months or a year, or maybe with at least a mid-card title run in there somewhere with his serious character, not his goofy character, but now that he's serious. Because I could see them do that somewhere along the lines, because wouldn't we want to kind of see him go out on top? Maybe he's not going to be world champion on top, but at least as a champion one more time. I think they could squeeze him in somewhere in the mid-card title scene and make something happen.
I'm going to let Clutch, because I don't want to sound stupid right now, because I think I'm going to shit all over your point. Sorry, Bobby, and I don't want to.
Let's say we give him a year. Let's say he's got a year to come back. Do you think they can put together something for him in a year, even if it's a short run?
I think it's possible. And I kind of would want that for him because, he deserves it. He's been doing a bunch of comedy and a bunch of nothing sometimes. And it'd be really cool to see him do it. Will they pull the trigger? I don't know. I also don't know, like Josh said, how they're going to keep him hot without him beating some serious talent here and there. Um, I don't know what it's going to be. I want this scenario to happen where he wins the mid card title, has a small run, depending on how he does in the ring and everything, I guess. But yeah, it's a hard one to call.
To me, Chris and Clutch, I think it's going to be hard. So I read this in a book I'm reading. By the way, shout out, watch tomorrow, Finn's Talk Sports Network. I'm reading a book and I'm going to review it. This is now the Book Club Network. So here we go. I'm pretty excited for it. Hulk Hogan's quote in this book stating that everything's a run. Everything in your life is a run, whether it be a run at the title, whether it be the run as the champion, whether it be your marriage, whether it be your friendship, everything's a run, brother. So R-Truth's on a run right now. Well, we saw Kofi on Kofi Mania run. We saw, a lot of Rusev Day. He had his little run. Everything stopped. The Acclaimed, right? Look at them now. Just because they're on a run now and we're in the moment, we expect this to last for a while, right? And now he's going to be some big star. That's almost never the case. It almost never the case because the reason why they were on the low card or the mid card to begin with is because they weren't good enough to get there. I'm not saying R-Truth isn't. He's just older now, and he's been booked as a comedy act for so long. And him holding the championship, beating someone. Look at the Intercontinental Championship. It was dead. It was basically buried 6 feet under until Triple H took over. Now it's prestigious again with Gunther and now with Braun Breaker and all these people fighting over, and it's very prestigious. You're telling me Ron Killings, you can book him well enough to beat someone of that caliber. It's just not possible. It's just not. So it's better to keep him away from any title and keep him engaged in the main eventers like John Cena. The reason why he's back is for John Cena. Without John Cena, will he be this hot? We will love him, but will he be this hot? So how they need to incorporate him with Cena somehow. Keep him with Cena.
I don't think he's going to stick around with Cena the whole time. Yeah, he'll probably have something going with him, but you say, can he beat Gunther? No, but Gunther doesn't have that title right now. It's Dominic Mysterio. He could beat Dominic Mysterio. A serious Ron Killings.
We've never seen it.
R-Truth?
We've never seen it though.
Exactly. They could make it anything that they want right now. They can make him serious. He's going on a tear. He's done joking around. He means serious business now. He's focused. He's done goofing around. He means business now. They can change it with the way that they did that promo on Monday night and the fact that he was gone and then now he's back. I could see them turning him into a serious, like at least just a mid card. I'm not talking sniffing anywhere near the main event scene. I think he could be somewhere in the mid card scene and just a little small title run. It could be a couple of months, 2-3 months, and that's it. Just one last time, one last hurrah. Thank you for everything you did. We're going to give you a Intercontinental or U.S. title run just for a little bit. I think they could make it happen. You can't tell me you don't think that a serious Ron Killings couldn't beat Dominic Mysterio.
Bro, Dom's like top 5 in the company. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, have you seen Dom ever lose?
He could beat him.
Has Dom ever lose? That's a serious question. Does he ever get pinned?
He's got a lot of help off to the side.
I need to go to cagematch.net. Next week I'll have the full breakdown of Dominic's wins and loss record.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fine. Like I would love to see R-Truth, Ron Killings as a serious act. This is going to take a lot of convincing to get there to me. But
Okay.
I'm glad he's back. Like I'm glad that promo was awesome.
Yeah.
I love how we went from R-Truth voice to his own voice. Like that was a very small detail that, if you picked it up, and there's a lot of things that could be picked up from that promo. Clutch, I know that you were adamant about speaking about R-Truth, Ron Killings. Do you have anything else to say about Mr. Truth? The whole truth, nothing but the whole truth.
I also have to appreciate the crowd that was in attendance for that Raw promo, because I think they added a lot to it, especially like chanting the holy shit when he cut off the dreads. I thought everything was like really well done. And I got to hand it to Truth because, I mean, we have to see where it goes. But for an older talent that's been doing the same old thing for years and years and years, to turn around and do something else, it's very hard. And I mean, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's a toss up. For example, you see The Rock, he turned into the final boss a heel and it worked. It was nice. It was cool. But then you see Cena, it's not as much as we expected it to be right now. He's great, but he's better as babyface John Cena. That's just the truth. You see Naomi, she changed her whole thing and it's great now. So it's a 50-50 toss up. It's not easy, and for them to go out and try this for Truth to do something different for his last like run, however long that may be, I think it's special and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I 1000% agree. We're gonna focus to something potentially not cool. Chris Koffler texted me today and said, Jey Uso got Kofi'd. That's not true. Kofi Kingston got a 3-second match on SmackDown. Jey Uso got a 20-minute match on Raw.
I will say that I knew the end result of the match, but when I text you that, I hadn't seen the match. I actually just finished the match before we jumped on here because I made it all the way down to the. So I already knew the outcome, but I hadn't actually watched it. No, that I'm glad that if he had to go out that quick, I meant more so in terms of the length of the title reign, that like it got cut short, a lot shorter than maybe what we thought it would be.
Well, I'm going to get into that. So Jey Uso lost his title on Monday Night Raw to Gunther, to no one's surprise. I think we all thought a title change was going to happen. You don't hype something up that much for like a month out on a Raw not to change the title. So I expected Gunther to win, but I thought it was going to be in other ways. I thought it was going to be in more cheating fashion, which Gunther doesn't cheat to win, so I don't know why I expected that, but I did. He doesn't cheat. He's a great heel, as in he doesn't need to cheat to win and make people hate him. It's awesome. Like Gunther's phenomenal.
He's a bully. He's like a bully heel.
Yeah, it's great.
Picking on people, and he's like talking down to them in their promos, and
yeah,
that's his angle. I like it. It's something different.
His gimmick is I'm a pro wrestler. That's why I'm a heel. I feel like it's a shot straight at Vince. I really do. Yeah. But the baby faces holding championships for 3, 4, 5 months, we got tired of Cody. Well, at least we did. I'm not going to speak for Clutch on that one, but still, people got tired of Cody. We started to hear boos. When a babyface champion holds the belt for so long, it becomes so boring. Mm-hmm. So I'm totally okay with this move. Jay's still going to be exciting. We're still going to get the clapping and yeeting before every match. We're still going to get it. He just doesn't have the belt. That's just fine.
Every episode of Raw, still 20 minutes of yeeting, right?
That's the main attraction. When you go to the circus, Chris, and they don't do the motorcycle doing in the circle flipping things, right? You're like, well, that's part of the act. That's part of the circus. That's what they do. They do their same. They all do the same things. Anyway, but damn it, why do we have to see Goldberg? Clutch, why? All this? I'd rather have.
Maybe it doesn't happen.
No,
that's not.
Bullshit.
That's why they had to make this title change. Goldberg affected this title change happening when it did. We're getting Goldberg. He's coming back.
We knew it was going to happen, but we've been saying, all of us, I think everyone in the whole world, we don't need a title on the line. We don't.
I don't need Goldberg in general. We're done with it. I thought we were done with this experiment years ago. I was super done with him when, what was it? Kevin Owens had to lose his title to him. How many years ago was that?
Way too long.
In that moment, I was done with Goldberg forever. That was it for me.
Yeah, it's just the thing where he's going to make money. He's going to get a pop. But nobody's really gonna nobody really wants this. Clutch, do you want this? Tell me you don't.
I don't. And I just hope Goldberg doesn't even look remotely strong against Gunther. I'm hoping for the reverse, what happened that one time he came back against Brock and just destroyed him. I just want him to go for a spear into a choke and he's done.
So Gunther lost his. Let's just rewind real quick. Gunther lost his championship to Jey Uso by getting tapped out, not choked out, tapped out, in very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. Then he goes away for a little bit. He wrestles a commentator. I wouldn't say a hard time putting him away, but it was longer than it should have been. And now we see him against a 60-year-old has-been that he may lose to. Why are they doing this to Gunther?
Yeah.
I just, to me, that's the problem with it. It's just the way things are happening. Tap out quick to Jey Uso, fine, whatever. That happened. Fight a announcer. I mean, that was way too long. He punted you a couple times. He got some comeback on you, got some offense on you. That should have never happened. And now Goldberg. Like, this man should be feuding with Randy Orton. This man should be feuding with John Cena. This man should be feuding with CM Punk. What are we doing? Because these people that I just named have limited time left. All of them. CM Punk's on the older side. John Cena, we know for sure how many dates he has left. And Orton as well. This is the man we need to be focusing on with these people, not with freaking Goldberg. But if you're going to do it with someone, like, who else would you guys do Goldberg with, Clutch? Who else?
With the retirement home, one-on-one, that's it. I have no interest. I have nobody. I guess if you had to do it, it's two people. It's Gunther or it's Braun. And Braun just spears him in half and shows him what a real spear looks like.
Oh, it would kill him. It would kill him. It would kill him. Here's what I would do. And I guess you couldn't do this because you can't bury AAA. Vikingo, like three luchadors. Goldberg's like, he's a famous squash matcher. In WCW, he did this all the time. Just have a handicap match, 3 luchadors, Vikingo, Octagon Jr., and whoever. Goldberg faces them, spears all 3, super spear, 1, 2, 3, retirement match, goodbye. Like, nope, we would all have fun because we would see little smaller people than Goldberg get speared in half. Goldberg would look strong, and we'd be happy, right?
No.
Right?
No. I like Clutch's idea better. I like him getting speared. That's
like,
what I want.
Vikingo could do that little Vikingo spinning thingy he does, and as he's landing, Goldberg just spears him out of midair. Bro,
no,
it's in this.
I want to see him get speared by Braun Breaker full speed, and then that's his retirement match. He says, "I'm not coming back. I'm done."
I'm with you on that, guys. I'm just messing
no
around.
More.
John Cena opened up Raw, and John Cena had some words saying no one's on his level, yada, 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 blah, 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 same old stuff. Enter CM Punk. I had no idea this was going to happen. Chris, were you expecting someone else?
I didn't know who we were going to get. I figured at some point during this run, we were going to get CM Punk. We had to have Cena CM Punk one more time. I didn't know when it was coming. I'm a little disappointed that it's happening at the Saudi show. I wish it was a show like that. Why not SummerSlam? Like, that could be a good SummerSlam show here. Why are we doing this match for the last time and it's going to be overseas somewhere? This match feels like it needs to be here. Pick somebody else to do an overseas match. You know, like I just don't like the timing of it at all.
This should have been the tag team match. Jey Uso's already lost his title at this point, so he's not tied up. You know, the World Heavyweight Championship isn't tied up. And they could have had like a superstar Cody and Jey Uso versus these. Like, that would have been, I don't know.
For the Saudi show?
Yeah, for the Saudi show. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That tag team match should have been placed there.
Yeah, that would be fine. That'd be a good spot for it. I'd be okay with that. But
then we could have had Goldberg.
This matchup to not be here, I don't like it.
Yeah, it feels. So John Cena didn't really say it. And maybe Clutch, maybe he did, and maybe I didn't catch it. But they were making it seem like, hey, we know you don't like going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
We've known you've openly said something about Saudi many times. So if you want my title shot, you got to come to Saudi and get it if you want it that bad. But they didn't really openly say that. He like kind of said it softly. Did you catch that, Clutch?
Yeah. I caught it when he's like, he said something about, you're going to have to follow me to Saudi Arabia. And then he smirked at him in a way where everybody knew what he meant. And they did it that way. I mean, anybody that knows about the whole thing with Punk and what he said before and anything knows exactly what that moment meant. And yeah, I kind of laughed at it.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're having that match there. It sucks. Like, it pisses me off too, Chris. But
yeah,
I'm actually selfishly happy because I actually like the Saudi shows and the overseas shows, because wrestling at 2, 3, 4 o'clock, whenever, bro, come on, give me that all day. I've been saying it since the dawn of time. Give me a noon or 1 p.m. WrestleMania. It'd be awesome. Football does it. Football's the most watched thing in the world. Well, probably not the world, but in America, we think we're the world. But yeah, football's like king at 1 o'clock. King. I'm just saying, I don't want to stay up till midnight to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this match. So I think at the end of the day, Cena's gonna win. But we're running out of time. I think they're gonna do SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes and John Cena, right, Clutch? That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it still should have been for me. It should have been backwards, but just because I'm a Punk guy, it should. I mean, Cody just pinned Cena, and for me, you pin the champion, get a match. Do it at Saudi. Do that match at Saudi, and then do Punk Cena SummerSlam. I think that was the way they should have gone, and I guess they're doing it reverse, and I don't like it. I'm still gonna watch it and be happy about it because it's Punk Cena, but I do think ultimately the goal is just to have the rematch with Cena and Cody, and hopefully it's just better than the WrestleMania match, which is a very, very low bar. So
I just gotta think that they're gonna take the title off Cena soon and turn him babyface. I'd have to think that's the plan because I don't think he's gonna go out as a heel. And I think that if they have that match at SummerSlam, Cody's not losing twice. I think Cody gets the win back, which Cody gets his title back. And then maybe that's when Cena starts turning babyface. Like, I don't know how that could happen. I don't know. Like, how I don't know, man. I just hate this match in Saudi, but I'm excited for this match. I'm more excited for the promos. They better come good. Like, they better do some good promos. They better do some good angles on TV leading up to Saudi. When is Saudi?
the end of the month, I think like late 20s, something like that.
Well, I hope, like I said, I hope they do some good promos. I want to hear some good stuff. All right. Anything before we move on to King and Queen of the Rings?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Start with the women. So I don't like the way Triple H is doing this off the bat. I hate it. I hate the triple threats to get you into the Money in the Bank. I hate these
Triple threat
threats. Well, that's what it was to get into the Money in the Bank. That's what it was to get it.
for Money in the
He
Bank.
always no, hold
Like,
on. I'm gonna
go
get the
ahead.
fatal four ways. He always does this crap now. Clutch, you know this. He does triple threat matches. No, this is fatal four ways. Triple threat matches to get into any tournament nowadays, or to get into elimination chambers. I'm over it. I'm over these multi-people matches to get in tournaments. But that's what we're doing here. The first round of the Queen and King of the Ring are going to be 4 separate fatal four-way matches. The winner of those 4 fatal four-way matches will then face each other. So Roxanne Perez is going to wrestle either Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, or Nia Jax. So we'll go through them all real quick. On Raw, Roxanne Perez beat Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Kairi Sane. Clutch, this is your girl. You happy? You excited? Or did you want Mommy or Liv Morgan to win?
No, I think the person that benefits the most is Roxanne, just because of getting to the further round, and it progresses the story that they have going on with the Judgment Day. So no problems with that.
Yep, I like it. Chris, how about you, man? Did you see this one coming?
Yeah. Well, see, I had picked Roxanne to win at the pay-per-view, so I thought they were gonna push her somewhere. It was just here instead. I was happy with it. Like Clutch said, it helps they tied in the story. I thought there was a lot of great storytelling in that match and the result as well. That's why I was texting you, hey, you got to go watch this match. This is a really good Raw. It was after I had watched that particular match because I thought that they booked it well. I liked it. I liked the Fatal 4-Way.
It was great. And I just want
I'm not fatigued from it like you are. Like I enjoyed it.
You don't watch Raw weekly, Chris. So I mean,
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do. Listen,
right.
I just fast forward through the New Day and the War Raiders and the Creed brothers. I watch like everything else. That's the only thing I miss because it's the same every week.
Hey, brother, we're on the same page there. I really liked Roxanne winning, and here's why: because the segment we got later on with Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan said no lies when she stormed to the ring and she told Nikki Bella what it was. She carried and has carried that women's division for the past year and a half, I believe. And she is definitely by far the most improved wrestler, male or female, since her beginning. She deserves to be up there with the Rhea Ripley's and Bianca. She's better. I'm not gonna say she's better than nobody because I don't want to start no fights, but she deserves to be in that tier of top women. So that was an awesome promo, by the way. The next Fatal 4-Way match, we have Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax. Shoot me. I will not watch this match. Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone to win this match at all. Like 0% chance because they face Roxanne Perez. So you have to think it's going to be a babyface. Right, Clutch?
I think it's going to be Jade. And I think they're going to have Jade steamroll through Roxanne, and I don't want it to happen.
Who else is babyface? Because that's on the SmackDown side. So who's
the woman that's going to get pinned, Michin. That's the other babyface.
That's the only babyface.
Yeah, because Piper Niven's a heel. Nia Jax. I can see Nia Jax win this match. By the way,
yeah,
I can easily see Nia Jax win this match.
She was Queen of the Ring, right? Yeah, last year.
I think so.
Yeah, she was. I can easily see her win this and face Roxanne.
Who's on the other side?
Of what? Oh, you want to?
Yeah,
the other Fatal 4 women. All right, we got Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green versus Candice LeRae. One side note before we move on: don't make it so obvious, Triple H. When I saw Kairi Sane come out, she's taking the pin. I see Michin's name, she's taking the pin. Candice LeRae taking the pin. So freaking obvious. That's why I hate these matches. But anyway, I don't know who I like in this match either. I think I like Alexa Bliss, to be honest. I like Alexa Bliss.
She's like the safe pick, right?
Charlotte's the safe pick.
No. Everyone would hate that.
That's why she's a safe pick.
I guess depending on who they plan on bringing out of the SmackDown side on that side of the bracket, who makes the most sense.
Well, Clutch could tell us. I know Alexa Bliss is trying to become best friends with Charlotte Flair. And that might come into the story where Alexa Bliss gets the win and then Charlotte's jealous. I wouldn't know. I have no idea because I don't watch these segments. Charlotte Flair is instantly fast forward to me. So what's going on with Charlotte, Clutch?
She's kind of faded into the background recently, ever since she didn't make Money in the Bank. But before you even say the last Fatal 4-Way, as soon as you read that Fatal 4-Way, because I had forgotten about it, I already know what the final is going to be, and I don't like it. I think it's going to be Jade. I think it's going to be Jade and Charlotte because they've been teasing it.
Well, just to let everyone know, if you go to www.com, you look up the King. I'm on the official website, by the way. Looking at these, they have Charlotte's name spelled F-A-L-I-R. So it's Charlotte Flair, by the way. Good job over there on WWE. I thought I was freaking out reading that, but we got Asuka, Stephanie Bakir, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Nile, who's taking the pin. And
Always.
Oh yeah, so obvious. But I see Asuka. Don't bring someone back to lose. I think Asuka comes out here and is the woman on the out of this Fatal 4-Way. Is that crazy?
Yes.
Really?
Do you think people would get excited for that?
Yes, dude. People are gonna pop, dude. People love Asuka.
Do they still love her? That's a real question. I haven't seen her really around in a while.
Yes. Clutch can answer that.
Are they going to love her more than some of the young up-and-coming talent? I said, are they going to love her more than some of the young up-and-coming talent?
That's the thing, because Asuka hasn't wrestled in maybe over a year, I think.
Felt like longer.
So, and they naturally love Asuka. But you say Asuka, and I counter with Stephanie Bakir and how over she is right now.
Yep,
and
that's my point.
Sometimes you just have to strike when the iron is hot. And everybody's behind her. She's probably the most over of the young call-ups that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not like shitting on the others. It's just she's that over. So I don't see why you don't do that. If you need a face to come out of there, I mean, Asuka also qualifies for that because she's going to come back and be a face. Everybody's going to cheer her. And it's going to be if my prediction is correct, is whoever against Charlotte. And I'd like to see a fresh matchup instead of Asuka and Charlotte again. I'd like to see Stephanie and Charlotte.
I wouldn't mind Stephanie and Charlotte at all. Actually, that'd be a fun match for me. But I just don't see somebody has to take a pin. Charlotte ain't jobbing to nobody. And Stephanie Fakir doesn't need to take a job. So that's why I think Alexa Bliss is a safe person over there, and Asuka could just steamroll her in the semifinals. Then we have Asuka and Jade, but Asuka and Roxanne Perez would be fun.
Mm-hmm. To say,
I don't know.
I feel like we need some young, fresh faces mixed in there.
I just hope it's not Jaden. If it's Jade and Charlotte,
exactly, that would be boring. You know, well, Jade's, I guess she's semi-fresh face.
She
right?
can't work.
Yeah,
like she can't work. She doesn't belong to be. She's not up there. I don't know.
There are better wrestlers to put there, right?
There are. Time will tell. Look, anyone can win out of these matchups besides the 4 women that were easily identified as the pin. Anyone minus Raquel Rodriguez. I can see a situation where back here does win. That'd be cool though. I'm cool with that. All right, men's. We have the men's. We already had a match. Sami Zayn defeated Penta, Braun Breaker, and Dominic Mysterio. And their first round matchup. So Sami Zayn is going to face the winner of Randy Orton, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes taking the pin.
That's our person taking the pin right there.
So, who are we liking, guys?
Out of that, probably Randy Orton. It's hard to go against him.
He's the one. He's got to face Sami Zayn. So you got to think it's going to be a heel. But there's not really many heels in this list.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, the closest thing to a heel for that would be Carmelo Hayes. But I keep thinking about these Saudi shows, and sometimes they stray from the natural face versus heel. So I can see Randy and Sammy. It would be a good match. But yeah, at the same time, there's a part of me I love Aleister Black, and I just love him, and also love Carmelo. So I wouldn't have any problem with almost like anybody going through in this one, except who's the 4th guy? Carmelo, Aleister,
Carmelo Hayes,
and
LA Knight. LA Knight's
probably going to get screwed by Seth.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I guess Orton, you're right, Clutch. On these Saudi shows, they want big stars. So okay. Okay. I see why I'm putting Orton there too, by the way, on my second line. So we got Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest.
I already see where you're going.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna happen. Andrade and taking the pin on Nakamura. So we have Cody Rhodes wins this match. How many people is he gonna crossroads? All of them? Pin them all at the same time?
He's gonna hit a series of crossroads to win the match. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it Three Amigos style. He's gonna do one spin and then pop up and hit the next guy.
Okay.
Then spin.
I'm into it.
It's gonna be the 3 crossroads. He's gonna do a little shimmy right before the last one.
I'm surprised that there's no Drew McIntyre. Where is he?
No, I think they say he's out for a while. He's been hurt.
Yeah, okay. He's hurt. That's why they did that segment with Damian Priest to kind of write him off for a bit.
Okay, the whole walking out. Jesse Ventura, couldn't believe it. So I think Cody Rhodes is going to win this match. There's not much else to talk about. But the next one, there is Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed, and Vacant.
They already said who it is.
Did they?
Yeah.
On WWE.com.
Adam Pearce announced it.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Who is it? Who's Yeet? The 4th man? No.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
Main event Jey Uso. Getting back into the mix.
I mean, it doesn't matter because Cody's winning no matter what out of this bracket. But I could easily see Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes.
That'd be really
interesting. this is all coming to a head. Cody Rhodes has cost Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, now Jey Uso. Their titles are title shots because he needs them and he wears them out. Jey Uso lost his title, he could say, because Cody Rhodes, I had a tag team with him. I didn't ask for this match. Dude, Kevin Owens was right the whole time. All these people that he's about to potentially face are pissed off at him because they all helped him to do his shit. He hasn't helped not one single one of them once. So I'm actually excited if it's Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Maybe they can tie that in a little bit. I don't think they will, but that'd be cool. Then we get Cody and Randy Orton in the finals. That's where it's going, right?
That's it.
Hopefully.
Can we see a different way? Sami Zayn versus Cody? Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso?
The thing is, I know for a fact, and it's kind of for a fact that Cody's going to be King of the Ring because they just have to add the stipulation that they get the match at SummerSlam for the title. And you just know for a fact that's what's going to happen because you're not going to throw in a Randy Orton versus John Cena again at SummerSlam. You just know, it kind of spoiled it for me when they announced that the winner gets the title match at SummerSlam.
Well, they did the same thing last year, so I wasn't surprised. I always thought that was the case, but Sami Zayn could easily win and face Seth Rollins. They've been feuding. Sami Zayn's on this whole I'm going to win a world championship match, so that could happen. But to me, I don't think Jey Uso's going to win. It's going to be Cody or Sami. And I think you're right. Cody's probably going to win the whole damn thing, which is fine. It's cool. You could face John Cena, and that's his ticket there. I'm okay with that. Because I think at the end of the day, SummerSlam, we're getting Roman versus Seth, which leaves where's CM Punk going to be at that time at SummerSlam. So I can't wait, man. I like this. I like traditions. I like Money in the Bank. I like King of the Ring. I like Elimination Chambers. I like it all. I'm glad King of the Ring is back and it means something instead of just a robe and an accent for 2 months.
Yes. It should be the sign of a push that's about to come, a meaningful push. Because I hated that. It was so gimmicky and stupid that you win and you get a cape and a crown and you prance around that you're the winner of a pointless tournament that leads to nothing.
I think all the previous winners should demand their title shots to Triple H, like Xavier Woods. I won it the last year before you took over. I think I want my championship match. No, for real though. It's been a great show. I like the show. We didn't talk AEW once tonight, which I can if you want.
All right, it's your AEW minute. Sell clutch on watching the show.
Okay, I got you.
Let's see if you can do it, or if you go 0 for 27.
Oh, okay. So we have. What the fuck is going on over there? Mercedes Moné Mercedes Moné is eating steaks weekly now. 2 weeks in a row, she's eating steaks on TV. We have Kenny Omega. Okada is now part of the Don Callis family without any kind of announcement that he's leaving the Elite, or maybe he's in both. So that's exciting. And they're beating up Kenny Omega again. And Will Ospreay and Swerve had a banger 30-minute time limit draw on Dynamite. It was a really good match. I watched it. It was freaking awesome. So I encourage you to go watch Ospreay and Swerve Strickland at least. And that's it. All right. That's all I got.
All right, Clutch. Are you going to start watching AEW effective next Wednesday?
No.
Well, there you go. 0 for 27. Try again next week, Josh.
I'll try again next week. Next week, there's a 2.5-hour episode of Dynamite. Last week was 4 hours.
4 hours.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yes.
It was from 8 to midnight over here. Serious. It was a special 4-hour show.
Why do you think they had a time limit draw of 30 minutes, brother? They had to fill time.
Oh my God. Also, time limit draws, stupid.
I don't think so. I think in this situation it was stupid because there was nothing on the line. But I think there's a time and place.
There's a time and place, and I feel like they're starting to do it a little too often now. It's become a thing.
I saw a graphic. You guys can maybe confirm this or not. They advertised a 10-man tag team match and then a 12-man tag team match on the same show.
I think that's next week.
Jeez.
because they're doing a CMLL thing. WWE's got their Worlds Collide with AAA. AEW's got the CMLL collab next week. That's
the
what they're
most
doing next week.
WWE did was a 6-man tag, not a 16-man tag team match.
Brother, an AEW, bruv, that's for the best wrestle, and they put on the best shows.
It's going to look like a lumberjack match, except for everyone standing on the apron with how many people they have there.
Listen, I told you this. I don't know who I told. It was either Clutch or Bobby. Chris, I did not tell you this. I logged onto Twitter a week and a half ago, arguing with freaking burner accounts about AEW's time on their pay-per-views. They're saying it's the best bang for your buck. You don't like 30-minute bangers after another, then you don't like pro wrestling. Here I am again, chatting away. You idiots. I don't want to stay up till 1. Chris, I was back into it for like 30 minutes, arguing with fucking nobodies. I got to get, that's why I'm off the internet, because I will do that shit. So that's why I keep myself off. These morons over there on the AEW side of IWC have no brains. They have no brains.
No brains.
Zero brains. But hey, you guys create stars. Tell me how Will Hobbs is progressing. Tell me how that's working out. Tell me where Wardlow is. Tell me where Jamie Hayter's become that 70s fucking chick girl. Sorry, Bobby. What have you done to your company, Tony Khan? It was so freaking beautiful.
Warlow, I can tell you where Warlow is. Isn't he going on American Gladiators? That's where Warlow is. There you go.
With the Miz
and Camille.
Rick Boogs. You remember Rick Boogs?
Yeah, I remember Rick Boogs. It's awesome. He's on that show?
Yeah, he's on American Gladiator.
Is he like always on the show or just appearing?
Oh, I don't know. I just know he was like announced for it.
I cannot wait to watch that show. And thank you all for watching our show here on Finstock Extra, where the best content creators create. Damn right, we're gonna be here next week. We're usually here on Thursdays. Had a little of a panic attack with some family over here. Everyone's good except for my dog. He's not doing so well. So thoughts and prayers to him. So you guys, it's so awkward. Clutch, get us out of here on a good note, champ.
I don't know. You kind of caught me. Damn it.
No, I know. I just wanted to reset.
Listen, it's another week down where nobody got injured, which is more than we can say for this is where the safest podcasters podcast right here. We had another week of no accidents here.
That's right. It's great. It's great. We're doing great numbers. We're also over here, bruv. We're totally better than the Finstock Sports Network. We're Finstock Extra. Peace out, bruv.